Your attention, please. The Disneyland Railroad now arriving from a trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. Passengers will stand by to board.
As the train moves forward, we do ask that you please remain seated. Keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle. Most importantly, folks, we're going to ask the parents please supervise their children away from the open area seating. Our next stop will be at North Square Station. Please be advised, folks, North Square Station will be your closest stop to Star Wars Galaxy Edge and to the Haunted Mansion.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a Grand Circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world at the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train, and please watch your children. Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos y piernas dentro del tren. Cuídate. Gracias. Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, there's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Now take in the Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Center. You'll be needing This is New Orleans Square Station, New Orleans Square.
Alright, folks, you're now entering New Orleans Square Station. At this time, we do ask that you please remain seated until the train makes a full complete stop. Just remember, folks, New Orleans Square Station is your closest stop to Star Wars Galaxy Edge. And folks, if you're exiting at this station, please watch your step as you're exiting the train. The floor is slippery at this time. folks, the train will now be departing. As the train moves forward, we do ask that you please remain seated, keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle. Most importantly, folks, we're going to ask that parents please supervise their children away from the open area seating. Our next stop will be at Toontown Depot. Just be advised, folks, Toontown is closed until next year, but it will still be your stop for Fantasyland and It's a Small World.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman sharing his stories with those in the Great River Valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fuels these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation that have moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some are believable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full.
Alright folks, we're now entering Toontown Depot. At this time, we just ask that you please remain seated until the train makes a full and complete stop. Be advised folks, Toontown is closed until March of this year, but this will still be your stop for Disneyland attractions. And if you're exiting at this stop, please watch your step as you're exiting. The floors are pretty slippery at this time.
We are not sure when we will be able to depart from this station. You are more than welcome to stay on board, but if you would like to exit, the exit gates will be open for your convenience. Once again, we are going to be holding here for the time being. We do not know when we will be able to depart from this station. You are more than welcome to stay on board, but our exit gates will be open in case you do want to exit. Thank you.
Alright folks, the train will now be departing. As the train moves forward, we do ask that you please remain seated. Keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle. Most importantly folks, we're going to ask that parents please supervise their children away from the open area seating. Our next stop will be at Tomorrowland Station.
Hello everyone! Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. Steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Alright folks, we're now entering Tomorrowland Station. At this time, we ask that you please remain seated until the ask that you please remain seated until the train reaches the full food stop.
The Grand Canyon and Triangle World. Stop at Main Street Station. Frontierland and taking you down. Last call.
Alright folks, the train will now be departing. As the train moves forward, we do ask that you please remain seated. Keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle. Most importantly folks, we're going to ask that parents please supervise their children away from the open area seating. Our next stop will be at Main Street, USA, but before we head into Main Street, we will be making a detour through the Grand Canyon. As we go through the Grand Canyon, we're going to ask that there's no flash photography or flash recording of any kind. In addition to that, we do also ask that all light-up toys be turned off at this time.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, tenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren, incluye a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con plástico.
hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
Alright folks, we're now entering Main Street, USA. At this time, we do ask that you please remain seated until the train makes a full complete stop. Be advised, folks, Main Street Station is the only station on our Rainbow elevator. So if you have a shorter wheelchair, we do recommend that you carry it down the stairs at this time. Alright folks, if you're exiting at this stop, please watch your step as you're exiting off the train.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station.